In what has been a volatile trading session, U.S. stocks, they managed to tick higher Tuesday afternoon, but were still off their earlier highs as Secretary of State John Kerry and Defense Secretary John Hagel testified before a Senate committee hearing on the nation of Syria and following a handful of mostly strong economic reports. Now, first of all, President Barack Obama, during a meeting with congressional leaders today at the White House, continued to call for a prompt vote on Capitol Hill. House Speaker John Boehner said he would support President Barack Obama's call for military action in Syria and continue to urge his colleagues in Congress to do the same. Stocks did come off their highs midday following Boehner's remarks. In addition, Nancy Pelosi, the Democratic leader of the House of Representatives, said that she believes Congress will support a resolution authorizing the use of U.S. military force against Syria. You team that with economic reports, that of which included the manufacturing sector today, rising last month to 55.7 in August, its fastest pace in more than 2 years. And U.S. construction spending up in the month of July by 0.6% to an annual rate of $901 billion, topping expectations calling for a gain of only 0.3%, and you had the makings of quite the impressive start to the trading session. Speaking of which, taking a look now to see how the Dow Jones has performed. The Dow Jones is indeed on the upside, gaining a total of 23.65 points to settle in at 14,883.86. In a breakdown of today's major market movers, we first begin with shares of Apple on the upside. This after the tech giant issued an official invitation for an event on September 10th. Analysts widely expect the company to unveil its new iPhone. Meanwhile, on the merger and acquisition front, Verizon announced on Monday that it will pay $130 billion to acquire Vodafone's 45% stake in the Verizon wireless joint venture, therefore marking the third largest deal in corporate history. And lastly, Microsoft said it will buy Nokia's handset business for $7.2 billion. Nokia CEO Stephen Elop, a former Microsoft executive, will rejoin the company and is now seen by many to be the person to replace outgoing CEO Steve Ballmer.